but special MHA has given the special consideration. So accordingly, we will sanction the projects for them. Cluster approach will enable the provision of connectivity to larger habitations, particularly in the hills or mountainous areas, because there is a part distance is 1.5 kilometers. This is will be the process. Firstly, we have to enter all habitations and road inventory on OMAS, and accordingly it will go to GSOREC. Then once the habitation is there in the OMAS, then only it will come in the survey area. If the habitation is not there in the OMAS list, it will never figure in this habitation, whatever the survey is there. Then we will, once these habitations are there, the data is transferred, we will plan a candidate road. So we should not get confused with the PMGSY-III candidate roads. There was a difficulty for that. It's special. Here only a candidate road will be from nearest all-weather road to that habitation. That will call it a candidate road. In a very rare case, this will be a through route or MRL or a link road. Mostly it will be a single road from nearest this all-weather connectivity road to concerned habitations. This finally through API it will be transferred to Gati Shakti. Then CNCPL will be generated. CNCPL is generated. Again, I want to clarify that it will consist of both this Dharti Abha Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan and also for PMGSY-IV routes. So top priority will be given as per the cabinet note will for this Dharti Abha Janjatiya Gram Abhiyan Utkarsh Abhiyan, and then below the priority it will be PMGSY-IV routes. And this will be again auto-generated as it was being done in the PMGSY-III cases. As per direction of JS and DG sir, the CDAC is on the job, and on the day-to-day basis we are creating monitoring this creation of new vertical of PMGSY-IV on OMAS, like we have done it for BBP as well as for the PMGSY. So this is one of the case from Jammu and Kashmir, how the cluster approach will be there for the hill roads. Again, I want to clarify that as per our operation manual, 100 plus habitation has to be uploaded on OMAS. Whatever habitations have been identified on Gati Shakti portal, it should be mandatorily entered on the OMAS. PIU will also use their field knowledge, concerned local bodies, elected representatives, and any other sources to identify further such unmapped habitation and ensure that 100% coverage in DRP. So we can see that how this 1.5 kilometer has been, this cluster approach has been taken by the state of Jammu and Kashmir. What is a cluster approach? Everybody knows it. Again, I just want to repeat it. It's a strategy. What is a strategy? Aimed at optimizing the implementation of rural road projects by grouping together geographically contiguous habitations or villages into the clusters, instead of addressing each village or habitation individually by providing short length of the roads or oblique branch roads. The approach focuses on broader, more coordinated planning for rural road development within a region or a cluster. So this is one case which has been shown for Jammu and Kashmir. This was in Baramulla. First will be step habitation entry on the OMAS. I have already told you updation of village population as per census 2011 and the LGD CD. Updation of habitation population for SC and ST. Here I want to just clarify that this population will be have a total population, then ST population for this Dharti Abha Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan, and SC population were separate. So three columns will be there. So specifically it has to be mentioned for how much ST population will be there, because if any village is having more than 50% ST, then it will be getting the priority in CNCPL. So we must we should be very careful while entering this ST and SC population in individual columns. After consulting and verifying the correct LGG codes at district admission, the same can be corrected on OMAS. per directions from ministry, all the surveys are required to be completed by 31st March, because we know that this target for 10% sanctioning of projects in this 2024-25 by 31st March. So something around 6,250 kilometers is required to be sanctioned in this current financial year itself.
आशीष सर प्लीज़ एक बार आप स्क्रीन अनशेयर करके दोबारा शेयर कर देंगे, थोड़ा सा एरर आ रहा है इसलिए।
Is it not visible?
नहीं सर, स्लाइड्स विजिबल हैं बट हमारे यहाँ पे मूव नहीं हो रही है नेक्स्ट स्लाइड्स, तो एक बार आप अनशेयर कर दीजिए फिर दोबारा शेयर कर दीजिए।
ओके,
थैंक यू।
This meeting is being recorded. This meeting is being recorded.
आशीष
अभी आवाज आ रही सर?
हाँ go ahead.
So this is a screenshot of a Gati Shakti. We can very well see that PMGSY road in a purple color and other roads also. So we have to see that in our geosolar that all roads should be there in our DRP. It should include all the roads. So that's why I'm showing that this is a screenshot from the Gati Shakti portal. It is including expressway, national highways, state highways, MDR, ODRs, village roads, all kind of roads are there, including PMGSYs.
This meeting is being recorded.
Because it should have all kind of roads. So DRP should include the entire existing road network system in the district and would be updated to include the roads built under PMGSY and other state schemes. So our purpose for this will be, so some duplicate road comes, so we have to delete it, identify additional DRP on the Gati Shakti, any missed roads on OMAS or geosolar, change in road category, like MDR in one of the state it was having, we were having some problem like Maharashtra, we were having some issue for change in the category from MDR to ODR, and correction for any spelling like that only. GIS based DRP, all the new roads added in existing DRP and existing road needs to be tagged on GIS. Habitations not in OMAS and GIS should not be, it will not be considered under PMGSY-IV scheme. All the DRP roads in OMAS should be on GIS. We have a GIS guidelines for one letter has been, detailed letter has been issued for this. So you can go through that letter for all this purpose, for all purposes, for as far as GIS guidelines are concerned. So what will be our flow chart? So what we'll do is first is survey through that GIS app, Gram Sadak survey app, then pushing the data from GSS to GeoSadak portal, some issues were raised by certain states like Jammu and Kashmir and few northern states that some kinks are coming while taking this, porting this data from app to GeoSada. So we have said that you draw this, you smooth this curve as per your whatever you have survey you have done. Due to some problem in this app, so some kinks were coming. So you can smoothen your curves for this alignment on GeoSada accordingly. Then planning audit at Nerida, we'll see that whatever our planning procedure is there. Then pushing this alignment from GeoSada to Gati Shakti portal, it will be ported through API. Then we will generate YJ has generated on this Gati Shakti, we'll get some data for DPR, preliminary DPR from Gati Shakti itself. Then we will verify this data on ground as well, and then we'll prepare final DPR as per the ground survey. Then STAs 100%, PTA 10%, that procedure we are following as per our guidelines. And scrutiny 15% by Nerida, then we'll have a pre-C, whatever
Sorry,
procedure in वो.
सर सॉरी फॉर द इंटरप्शन सर वो स्लाइड्स प्लीज एक बार दोबारा शेयर कर दीजिए सर थोड़ा सा इंटरनेट का इशू है
Again the my voice will go again, we have to get it unmuted, that is the issue.
We will keep you sir unmuted. Just please if you can share the screen once again.
This slide was clear to Jammu Center. This slide, have you seen that? Furkan, have you seen this slide in Jammu?
No,
Not yet,
Ashish,
sir.
not yet.
So should I repeat this slide?
Yeah,
Sir,
please.
you continue please. We will share the
Yes.
slides here.
Yeah. So again, I'll just repeat for Jammu Center. This is a work, flow chart. What we'll do for preparation till preparation of the DPRs. Firstly, this Gram Sadak survey app, we'll take all the data. Then it will be pushed to our GeoSadak portal, and then modification on creation of alignment on GeoSadak. This has happened in few states because during drawing, porting the data, they were getting some kinks. Smooth alignment they were not getting. So we were said that okay, go on GeoSadak and smoothen that alignment as per their experience while going for this walk. Then planning audit, you'll see that what is the CNCPL and everything that we do at Nerida. And then this alignment from GeoSadak through API, it will be pushed to Gati Shakti portal. From Gati Shakti portal, accordingly, we'll get certain details for preliminary DPRs that YJAC has developed. So then that will be only a preliminary DPR. I'll tell you what kind of data you will getting from this Gati Shakti portal. That will be a indicative data. That will not be exact data. That has to be verified on the ground, and it should be actual DPR. So accordingly, we'll finalize final DPR. That then we'll go for STA and PTA. STA 100%, PTA 10%. Then few DPRs 15% will be sent to Nerida for verification. If required, we'll send the team to ground as per procedure in vogue. And finally, pre-EC chaired by respected JS sir, and then EC finally by Secretary sir, and then approval, clearance issued by Ministry. What is the objective of this app? The primary objective of this Gram Sadak survey app is to provide evidence-based verification of the unconnected habitations reported by the states. The app ensures that accuracy and authenticity of the data concerning rural unconnected habitation, which is vital for the successful implementation of rural road projects under PMGSY-IV. Additionally, this app assesses the facilities available to households within these connected habitations. This approach enables a more target and effective development strategy. What are the requirements and what state are sending requests to unlock OMAS technical division to unlock the habitation module on the OMAS, and then same has to be updated by states. Availability of village LGD codes. See, we are facing a lot of issues in PMGSY, and same thing is happening in PMGSY-IV. So we have to be very, very cautious as far as LGD codes are concerned. If you are, that is, some errors are there, same has to be updated on OMAS by the concerned PIU. Inclusion of the additional habitations. After, as I told you, all the habitations having more than 100 population has to be on OMAS. Capture current population, source and landowner. Land is a big issue because after sanctioning, states comes for the dropping of the proposals. They say that forest clearance, we have not received. There were land disputes. A number of reasons were there. Ultimately, we are forced to drop those roads which has been already sanctioned. So my request will be to all states will be to please be sure that you will be getting the land. Because certain short closure also cases are being sent by state to us that starting 1 kilometer they have constructed and last point 2 kilometers they have constructed. Mid road has not been constructed due to the forest issues or some land disputes are there. So firstly, please ensure by the states that land is freely available so that there should not be any issues at the later stage. Specific start point, waypoints and end points should be mentioned. Capture habitation and facilities, confirmation of accurate and reliable information. And although everybody knows that, I want to just mention that every 10 kilometers data should be there. All kind of, wherever you feel that some soil, some streams are there where you require culverts, cross drainage, or wherever you require protection work or retaining walls, whatever you require, you take photographs of those locations, so that proper DPR can be prepared. This is how the CNCPL will be prepared. Preparation of comprehensive new connectivity priority list will be generated automatically through OMAS in the following order of the priority. First will be, as I told you, that 500 and 50% or more ST population as per the 2011 census under Dharti Aaba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. Next will be priorities based on the population. Following order of the 1000 plus 500 to 999, then 250 to 499, like that. So this will be our order of the priority. CNC will be only single. And the top will be this. Next will be priorities. Dharti Aaba Janjati Gram Sadak Abhiyan force. That will be given the priorities as directed by cabinet in the cabinet note. And then rest priority will be. The inputs given by the state home department, if any, that is what I told in the beginning also, if this give directions to us regarding taking of the road works on priority due to the security issues, will be also taken into the account in deciding the priority of the roads under PMGSY-IV. They will be, means that they will be given the top priority. The CNCPL shall be placed before the district panchayat and the honorable member. It should be there. One thing I want to mention that in cases where the proposal of an MP has not been included, congent reason shall be given to the concerned MPs, and these shall be recorded in the proceedings of the SLSC. This should be there because we keep on getting the letters that this road has not been sanctioned. We have signed for this letter, so that should be endorsed in the SLSC. So that will be record for us. Given to the concerned MPs. So that's all from as far as planning part is concerned. These are the points from my side. But as far as the DPRs are concerned, that will take in the. This road has not been sanctioned. We have signed for this letter.
Ashish, can you hear me?
That should be endorsed in the SLSC.
So Ashish had shown that
will be record for us.
how you have to utilize this Gram
That's
Sadak
from
Survey
as
Act.
far as
And
planning
then
part is
Ashish
concerned.
had
These are
shown
these
that
are
you
the
have to
points
prepare
from
the
my side.
DPRs.
But
Actually, in
as far as the
between,
DPRs are
you
concerned,
have to
that will be taken
ensure
a
that these roads are
separate meeting.
approved by the block, district, and the SLSC. Then only you commence the TPR preparation. But you can do it in parallel if you are confident that your states can approve these. So we are not restricting you. This issue was also raised during the VC chaired by Secretary Sir. So there is an elaborate process of getting it approved by the block, district, and the SLSC. So you have to get those, and then you'd be eligible for reimbursing the expenditure on DPR. But if you are doing it parallelly also and you are confident, that is your call. We have nothing to say in that. So now I think team BISAG is ready, and everywhere, BISAG representatives are there. I'll invite Ajay Patel ji. If Ajay Patel ji, are you ready with your presentation? This is going to be a very engrossing session. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I welcome Vinay Thakur ji. So I welcome Vinay Thakur ji to kindly give the presentation. A very warm welcome to you.
Yeah, so very good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank the entire team from Ministry of Rural Development. Acha, isse bolna. Yeah, entire team from Ministry of Rural Development. They are on the field, so you can very well judge the seriousness of this matter and this scheme. We have been working very closely with the NRRDA and the Rural Connectivity Division of Ministry of Rural Development. And that is how we started working with them. And then this is the app which has been developed for all of you. But before coming to the app, I would like to give the glimpses of PM Gati Shakti. So definitely it is done by BISAG. We are a scientific society under Ministry of IT. And we are certified. It is an agency which is working mainly in geospatial technologies as well as IT and emerging technologies. So we are certified for ISO 9001 for quality aspects and parameters. Similarly for information security under 27001. For software development, CMMI-5. For data is very important. So how to arrange, how to keep it correct, and ensuring the integrity also of the data. So metadata and even 19157 for data quality. And entire work is being done in-house by the team. We have a team of around 1,400 people located in Gandhinagar in Gujarat as well as in Delhi. So we work in geospatial technologies and emerging technologies like AI, ML, blockchain, creating a digital twin. We are working very closely with the security agencies, including the defense services, all three wings of the defense services and paramilitary forces. We do provide capacity building related to geospatial technology, the system being done, and this is also a capacity building program in that sense. SATCOM, we are running 300 TV channels for dissemination of education. We want, rather the government wants that the quality education which is available for the students in urban area should also reach to the rural areas. So that is how 300 e-Vidya TV channels were started in collaboration with Prasar Bharati and Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. And standardization, quality, information security form a very important part of all the systems. So they are taken care in PM Gati Shakti as well. So all the functions, starting from governance functions, the administrative functions, the regulations, go and no-go areas, permissions, monitoring of various programs, any gap identification in case you want to decide whether the school is to be set up. So on the map itself, you can find out based on population, based on the existing schools, and you can decide the gaps. Management of resources, the natural resources, since it contains the data related to all the natural resources, the forest, the eco-sensitive zone, and other utilities. Problem-specific integration like PM German, where 9 ministries are working together to provide the utilities for PVTG's habitations. Similarly, it is integrated with land records, cadastral maps, so the land acquisition support is built into this. 3D model is available for entire country, the flooding, the landsliding. So we are working very closely with Ministry of Home also in order to provide support and mitigation, and then after effects of these events, how to handle them. Simulation of various events, situational reports, they can be driven out of this. And then spatial decision making as per the requirement of different departments. So this is PM Gati Shakti. It is definitely the application of space applications, geospatial and emerging technologies. It is a comprehensive system which provide a multimodal connectivity to various entities, various stakeholders. It integrates the existing data sets as well as the future data sets. So it is not that we have the existing data sets available, but also the future, what is going to be constructed in 2028, what is going to be constructed in 2035, 2047. So all those aspects and all those planned things by various ministries, that data sets are also available as part of this. And the main idea is to break the silos so that everyone can work together, see to it that we achieve the integrated planning and we have a world-class infrastructure put in place. So it is definitely a comprehensiveness because the data of different ministries and states is available on a single portal. Definitely 2000 layers are available there. You can prioritize your activities, prioritize in the sense that if the airport is to be constructed right now in maybe 2025, and then so they can always see that when the national highway is going to construct it around that area, and then they can prioritize their activities, they can work together, optimize their activities together, and synchronize definitely, as I was saying, that breaking the silos, working together, seeing, ensuring the coordination. And analytics, any type of analytics, since data is available, data can be analyzed as per the requirement of the department, and decision makings can be done as per that. And it is not that we are creating a separate data sets, separate databases, separate MIS. The databases of various ministries and departments are being linked using APIs to PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. And that data is only, since it is being maintained by you, so it stays updated on a real-time basis. And other departments can also make use of that data accordingly. So this is a big program. It is being headed, there is an empowered group headed by Honorable Cabinet Secretary. And similarly, there is a network planning group which approves all the projects above 500 crores. That is being headed by Additional Secretary in Department of DPIIT and Ministry of Commerce. And then there is a technical wing, and then BAJAG supports the technical aspects and the technical development of the platform for PM Gati Shakti. So how we work, so definitely my Ministry of Electronics and IT, they provide us the guidance and monitoring, but requirements and the problem definition for each and everything comes from the people like you, the departments like you. So it is not that we are working with only Ministry of Rural Development, we are working almost with all the departments of central government as well as the various departments in the states. And once those requirements and problem definitions comes to us, we design. Rest is taken care by BAJAG, whether it is a database design or proof of concepts or working, doing R&D on various aspects related to technology. So that is handled by us. So it is an integrated multi-sector, they are integrated together. So this is one scheme where everyone is. So it is not only that people are only operating the data, people are using the platform, seeing to it that they have an integrated planning, they have a better decision making using this platform and entire workflow. It is not that some portions are being done using this app or this platform. End-to-end automation of the systems are being handled by National Master Plan portal. So it is the framework for this is taken from Survey of India. We are using the ISRO 60 centimeter cartosat to 60 centimeter imagery as a base. For data, the standards available with Bureau of Indian Standards. So as per those standards, as per the standardization for various codifications like LGD, which Ashish ji was just mentioning of. So all those standards are built into this particular platform. And then various thematic layers do come from the departments. So it could be layer of airports, it could be layer of ports, it could be layers of rivers. So those or forest areas, they are coming from different departments. It is entirely open source. No portion, not even a single bit of the source code, the software is a proprietary one. It is entirely open source based using various technologies which are shown here. It is entirely Java based system which we have developed for PM Gati Shakti. And it is a big system now. It is housing around 360 virtual machines, around 500 plus terabyte of data. So it is not that we are storing everything, but then we are storing a lot of imageries, imageries of different times, time series data. So that is how the database is growing. But then the databases and MISs stays with you, and on the fly through APIs, we integrate them. So definitely open source, and then combination of multiple technologies, whether it is ERP, we are doing a ERP for MSMEs. We are working and providing support on AI and ML to defense services, remote sensing. So it is a combination of the geography, the mathematical models, and IT together, and solutions around that are built for PM Gati Shakti. So this is how this is arranged. There are state portals for PM Gati Shakti. Under state portal, department portals are there, but they are, you will feel that you have a separate portal, but they are in a sense through technology, they are integrated. And then that state portal is integrated to a central portal, National Master Plan, NMP. So this is the data system architecture. So down you can see the infrastructure, the assets, the natural resources, everything is built into this. The people were talking of the villages, the hilly terrains, LWE, aspirational districts, aspirational blocks. So all those data sets are available, border areas. So they are all available, the steel plants, the mines, the coal mines. So everything is available. You can find it out, even the connectivity to them. We are also working on carbon footprints for PDS. So based on the data made available by NRRDA, which is integrated on PM Gati Shakti, so that data is being provided as an API to PDS system. So they can decide if they are going to send the ration to various places. So they can always decide that which is the shortest route, and then hence seeing to it that carbon emission is less. So these data sets are arranged like this, standardized on Bureau of Indian Standards, compatible to Survey of India framework. And this data is not that you are putting something junk on the system. It has to be validated by the system. And there is a maker and checker. In case you are putting any data on the system, it has to be made by someone, checked by someone, because based on your data sets, other people are planning their activities. So if there is a mistake in your database, their plan can go haywire. So it is very, very important that the data is properly placed and validated by different departments. And based on that, any services, whether it is a disaster management, it is a developmental planning, governance, decision making, can all be done by this. Data is also categorized as per TPDP Act. So categorization of data, which is important, which is personal data, which is governed under privacy laws. And then the second data, which could be a public data. So that is how the data has been arranged and even kept on the cloud accordingly. So web-based, geospatial, large-scale, multi-sector, navigation is as per the hierarchy. So you could have a separate hierarchy, like you have a circles, divisions, subdivisions, and sections and so on. And similarly, police department can have their own hierarchy. Revenue they have their own hierarchy of districts, sub-districts, tehsildars, maybe tehsil or something like that. So data is also arranged as per the requirement of different departments, and then entire integration is using APIs or map service or feature service. and dynamic data sets are put into this. All the regulations are also, systems may not have any value unless you put the regulation, you put the policies of that. So we have also seen to it that various regulations by the government and the state government department are also built as part of the software, so that it can provide you the better decision making and fast decision making. So whether it is a national park, sanctuaries, eco-sensitive zone, forest areas, that is all marked, water bodies, habitations, heritage, monuments. The system is aligned in such a manner. We are working very, very closely with ASI, Archaeological Survey. So any activities around monuments, their policies around monuments, they are also put into the system. So there are a number of tools which are common tools which can be used by any department. So it is not that in case you are making some tool, we are making some tool for your department, and if that is required by another department. So it is available on a portal. Anyone can take that tool and then make use of that tool. So planning, visualization, infrastructure gap identification, decision making. So a lot of tools are there, but in case there is any extra tool to be developed, to be required by any of the department, that is being provided. Security is very important, as I was saying, that so strict validations, input validations, don't use it, so no one can get into the system. Right now it is open only to the government. Secured user sessions, in case you are not using the system for more than 10 minutes, it will get out of the application. Regular application audits every 3 months. Now we have started doing the audits. Vulnerability and assessments, penetration testing happens day to day. Patches are being reviewed and monitored. Incident response plans, use of secure APIs when the data travels on the networks, how to secure. So that is being taken care of this. This is housed on NIC cloud. So all the security provisions, whether it is application firewall or other things, they are taken care by the cloud secured mechanism put in place. This is how the portal is arranged. You can see on the right hand side the infrastructure, the social, the economic ministries, the layers around them. You can go deep dive into any of the railways, everything related to railway. So whether it is the railway stations, their boundaries, their tracks, road over bridges, so everything you can see on the system. Layers, national highways, state highways, PMGSY roads, gas pipelines, water bodies, school, educational institutions, medical facilities, and everything. So use cases are multiple. One is your use case, but then we have a multiple use case. Say this one is a proposed coastal corridor to be made. It is right now under construction, so entire planning has been done. So the system will ask you what is to be included and what is to be excluded, and based on that, it will provide you alignment. So you can go down the tourist places are to be included, but forest area and these areas are to be excluded. And accordingly, system using AI engine will give you the proposed. So you can go on putting the data. So all the layers are available: district, taluka, national highways, state highways, and that is how you can go down. And you can see this is the alignment made by Road and Building Department of Gujarat. But while this came to us and it was done on PM Gati Shakti, so this is alignment. And almost 12% of the saving was had happened using the platform. So this is how, and it will also tell you where and what crossing has to be done, where all you have to take the permission, and somewhere the permissions are also the software related to permission is also linked within PM Gati Shakti system itself. So it will tell you that here there will be river crossing, there will be railway crossings, there will be industrial parks, there will be tourism locations, canal crossings, and so on, and as well as the land acquisition part of it. Similarly, gentlemen, you are aware of, so I am not going to touch, where 9 ministries together try to create the utilities in PVTG's habitation. So that has been done. The data was collected related to various activities and various amenities, availability of them in PVTG's areas, and then that is how it has been done. This is another very important application which we have done for integrated manufacturing cluster. So some IMC was to be planned for Gaya in Bihar, and it was to be made on this corridor, Amritsar-Calcutta corridor. And then you start getting the data on the portal itself. So you can get the various utilities, various locations around that. You'll get the nearest cities, national highways, airports, railways, ports, distances for them. You can find out where is the water. You can find out where is the power. You can find out where is the gas line. You can find out the telecommunication, the fiber available, education schools, ITIs, skilling centers, healthcare centers, and then you can also work out that how much will be the land use of each and every utility, and that is how you can plan. And based on that, you can plan whether the road is to be expanded or more roads are to be put in place. So that will all be given by the system itself. And it will also tell you that how the connectivity is going to be like this. So it is going to be connected from 1 and 2. So it is also going to give you, so these tools are all available as part of PM Gati Shakti. It will give you a base design around that, and further designing has to be definitely done by the technical team. And it will tell you that where to connect the power, where to get the water, where to get the, so everything will be, somewhere the power sources can be two, but which one is the nearer, where the availability of power is there. So based on that, you can design and then work out the details around this. Whether it is police stations, we have a mobile app in Delhi for the beat constables. So instead of punching in the details for any of the event, they can speak out to the mobile app that, okay, this is the event, or this had happened, and then accordingly that goes to the servers. Site selections for new police stations based on the crimes, routes for various, whether which is my boundary of the police stations and jurisdiction around them, congestion around them, applications, the boundaries, the location of various crimes, thefts, as per IPCY. So anything, heat maps can be generated as per the requirements for the people. And it ensures that we have the enhanced security around smart cities. And this project has been done for a few cities in Gujarat as well as for Chandigarh. This is another system where for Delhi we have a dark area system app done. So it is a crowdsourcing type of app where if you are traveling somewhere and you have found out that there is a dark area, you can stand there itself and then put a request on the app that this area is dark, and NDMC will carry out the details things around that. Similarly, the road accident database, the youth affairs, sports, the playgrounds available in the places, horse sports related to any of the activities. So you could see that there was a rotary circle, but then there were a lot of quarrels or people were fighting around that. So system suggested them to go for the traffic lights. So these type of system can be done. Another application, solid waste management. You can just define your criteria that, okay, you want to have a site for solid waste management. So river is so much away, water bodies are, so these are the criteria to be fixed by you. And this has to be on government land. You define the criteria and it will tell you that these are the options where you can have a solid management site. Similarly, for we are working out with Ministry of MNRE, where we are working very closely to find out the estimation for solar power on the roofs. And for 120 cities, the estimation was for solar was done by us. And based on the AI engine which is available with us, it will tell you that what is the capacity and where all on your rooftop the solar roofs can be, solar installation can be done. And that is how, and then further we are connecting that with DISCOMs and seeing to it
that this entire data can be analyzed, and then this electricity can be produced and then can be provisioned to the house owners. Coming to PMGSY, so we have number of use cases for each and every sector. So we have not included everything out here. So DPR is what we are talking of. So it will tell you all the things: alignment tools, editing tools, chainage, right of way generation, crossing generation, 3D profile. So since every data is available as part of this, cutting, filling modules, land acquisition, and other sections and discharges available on the road, off the road, all the utilities are available. So you can in case you have KML file, or you can go to our system itself and generate a KML file, generate the road alignment on the system itself, or in case you have a KML file, you can drop that here. And once you have dropped that, you can further go down, create the chainage in meters. You can further go down, and then right of way can be created. It will also tell you that how much of the elevation is available. And then accordingly, because we have the contours available for entire country, similarly, how much is to be cut, how much of the soil is to be filled, roads around them, crossroads around them, the reports, it will also generate the entire report that where all the crossings will be there, and then list on the alignments, whether what is the groundwater situation, what are the rivers crossing therein, drainage, water bodies, soil types. We have the data related to soil from soil series survey department, habitations taken from two sources rather, one from definitely the census and another from the German, not the German, Jal Jeevan mission. The entire habitations, around 17.5 lakh habitations are also mapped onto the system. Sanctuaries, national parks, eco-sensitive zones, ASI monuments. And then you can click anything. You want to see groundwater situation, you can click that, it will come there and the report will be generated. You can see the bridges, if they are crossing around, they will be shown here, drainage available, water bodies, geology of that particular area. And that is how all the reports can be generated, which can be included as part of your DPR, rivers, report around that, OD tools, drainage, and any habitations where habitation is available. So you can off that road, you can find out what all habitations are available there. Anganwadis, schools, wellness centers. So anything related to where you have to plan the things out for your route, you can find it out, what all can be connected and how that will be connected. So that will be arranged using these tools. Village population, school, Anganwadi, health facilities, so everything is available for entire countries. ICDS centers, Anganwadis means ICDS centers, schools, census populations as per 2011 population, which Shukla sir was also mentioning about. And since it is integrated with cadastral map for around 22 states right now, I think we are also integrating for Chhattisgarh, and for many other states it's already integrated. So you can see the data related to ownership for each and every plot. And accordingly, you can decide how much of compensation is to be given to each and every owner of that particular land. And then accordingly, that land can be acquired very, very fast. So that is how this is, these are the some khasra numbers or Satwara or RTCs available for each and every plot, and accordingly you can take the decision, use this DPR tool for creating the DPR for your projects. So, and it is not only right now, it is available to a government users, but we are trying to see that these data sets, we have identified 194 data sets for academics also, for research purposes, for industry also, so that they can use these data sets and provide a value added services on this. So 197 data sets are being provisioned and made available to the citizen, to the public. and so that they can further work on these data sets. So the metadata platform, the data sets where they can be downloaded, the tools can be used. So this is the next utility which is being provisioned for the people, for the academics to do research around the data which is created by us. Thank you so much. So this is the abstract part of it, but then we have the detailed presentation also probably on the tool. Vijay, we have Vijay. We have a that yeah. So we will be demonstrating probably after lunch. Director from Bhopal. So we have a team everywhere. So in case you have any questions, you want to see the tools, how that can be used. We have two people in each and every state. Here also we have rather three people here. But in other states, we have the team of two people who can cater to the requirements, show the system to you. And then in case there are any questions or issues, we will be very happy to reply to them. And in case you have any further thing to be added to any of the utilities or app, we will welcome that also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shri Vinay Thakurji. Very wonderful presentation. Now, as the speaker has announced, we'll break for lunch and we'll assemble again in half an hour. So it's 2:35. So we come back at 3:05 so that we can start immediately. I believe half an hour would be okay. And during this lunch break also, I'd request the team from BISAC to help people in logging in if they want to see so that they can really follow this presentation. Thank you. So we assemble at 3:05.
Thank you, sir. I kindly request
Hello.
all the officials from MORD and NRD to gather for the lunch that is arranged at the dining hall of the ground floor.
Now we break for lunch. Lunch is being served in the dining hall as well as just outside of this hall where tea was being served. It has been put at two places, same menu. It was necessary because we are more in number. Thank you.
कैमरा ऑफ कर दिया मैंने